Hi, my name is Alia and I'm a program officer at Project Liberate, and this is our special guest here today.
Hello, I'm Aku.
You may have recognized him from our previous reaction video. So this will be a second one in a series of 3. This time around, the video is called A Tale Within. It's about a domestic worker called Ayu and her employer called Madam Fang. I won't say any more because I don't want to spoil too much of the video. So, yeah.
I mean, I've never watched it yet.
Good. I hope not.
I mean, not that I'm allowed to, but, you know.
So, if you are ready, we can go right into it.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
I think we can start. Right.
I feel so stuck in this. She's acting weird lah. Don't know whether if she's planning something or what. Day and night, over and over. I don't think I can take it anymore. What's wrong with you? Give it to me.
I feel so stuck in this.
Okay, I'm gonna stop it right there. I just want to get your thoughts so far. I know it's like only 50 seconds in the video, but
Yeah.
like, I kind of want to know what your vibes are so far.
I don't know. She's the employer is
Yeah.
very like, what is she up to? You know?
Yeah,
Like,
she's a little suspicious,
yeah,
right?
yeah. Like,
Yeah.
what is she up to? Like, maybe, you know, like, why you overthinking this? Maybe she's not up to anything, but like, also like, what is she up to? Like, I don't know. This one is a bit different from the last time.
Right,
I'm
it's-
kind of,
Okay,
yeah.
yeah.
Where it's going is pretty. I don't know where this is gonna go.
Good,
Yeah.
good. Okay, that's kind of our point here.
Okay.
So we'll continue a little bit more and then we'll check in again in a bit.
Ayu! Mari sini. Rini.
Day and night. Over and over.
Ya bu, lucu.
I don't think I can take it anymore.
Put in here for you, yeah? Just to keep them safe.
I wonder, you've ever had a moment when you realize you can't go anywhere. In my case,
Did she just confiscated her phone?
Yeah.
Like her only device of communication with the
Yes.
outside world.
Mm-hmm. Yep. She just took her phone. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, what?
Yeah.
I
How does that make you feel? Like just getting your phone taken away, getting her phone taken away.
I mean, that never happened to me, but like, as someone who is not from here and is living at her workplace, right?
Mhm.
Meaning, because she lives with her employer,
Yeah. Right.
and I doubt that she like ever get like a day out or something.
Mm.
And even then, even if she does, right, she barely knows anyone here.
Mm.
So the fact that like her only like, communication device that she can use to contact her families and friends back home, like, she doesn't have that anymore, like
Mm.
she can
Yeah.
like one can feel very isolated.
Yeah. True. And I feel like it's unfortunately, I think it's quite common for employers to like withhold their employee, like the domestic workers' phones, like, and it's something actually that they're advised to do by the agents. Yeah.
I didn't know that. I
Yeah.
mean, like, I know that it's quite
And this-
common
yeah.
that their like passport and
Passport, yeah.
visas and will be like kept by the employers. But I didn't know that their personal belongings will be.
Yeah, it's usually the phones because their reasoning is that they're worried that, you know, the domestic worker will be able to form networks outside and that will make them more susceptible to like running away and things like that. Yeah. Which is quite unfortunate.
Yeah.
And I mean, like, I guess for us it's like really hard to understand why,
Mhm.
right?
I don't know, but like the act of doing so because of the fear of like, oh, my employee might run away. Like, even if they're quite isolated from the world, if they want to run away, they will still do it.
True.
You know what I mean?
True.
Like having sense of community and like network where you currently live is quite vital for your own like mental well-being.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
so like now she's alone. I mean, she was always alone, but
Now she's even more so.
yeah,
right?
you know. I'm just trying to like wrap my mind around it because like the only thing that I know that is quite common is the whole passport and visas thing, which is still wrong, by the way. Like, it's illegal, first of all.
Just so you know.
Yeah, like, don't do that. But I can't, what? It's her communication device. Like,
Yeah.
like even for like us, you know, like locals, many different generations are you know relying on our phones for
Yeah.
a lot of things.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not just for like contacting your peers, but just to like randomly scroll and watch stupid little videos on TikTok just for like
Like to like wind down.
Yeah.
Or just not stress out, to relieve your stress. and
yeah.
stuff,
So
right?
the fact that one little thing that could do a lot of things is being taken away from her is
Sad.
yeah, it's wrong. So okay, I think
We can continue.
yeah.
Before we go way above.
Yeah.
It's the life I'm living.
I know I said let's stop. I mean let's continue, but like I just want to say I absolutely love the title card.
Oh yeah.
It's one of my favorite like ever.
Yeah,
it's so
this
good.
is very well shot. Like
Yeah.
even the very first frame of her angrily
Yeah.
plucking
Plucking.
the thing. I don't know what leaf was it, but
Neither do I.
Yeah.
But yeah, sorry. I'll continue now. I just wanted to say.
Do you want to go to the mall with me tomorrow?
You will get blinded by your own fantasies and others' promises that everything will go as you wish.
So where exactly do you want to go, huh?
Ma'am, I want to go home.
I wish that I could had a different life here. But most people would just get stuck in a loop.
But you are home, are you?
No, ma'am. I want to go back to my home, back to my family.
Bu, ayo bisa pulang, Bu. Ya, ayo pulang ya, Bu.
That's it. That's the end of the video. What are your thoughts? I know there were some points where you were just like,
Yeah.
quietly there, like.
No, because like it was at that shot where they were showing the whole like.
Yeah, scrolling for like domestic workers.
Yeah, like
But there
it's
were
like
other-
buying something from Shopee. What the hell?
Yeah, actually, if you notice, hang on. Yeah, if you notice, her picture here.
Uh-huh.
Look at what's around.
Yeah, no, that's why I was
Yeah,
like it was, like there's like freaking tires and what, you know, like
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. It's like buying something off of Shopee, like,
yeah.
and that's a person. It's a human being.
Yeah, I mean, this was really, I guess, for us to kind of just highlight how this industry kind of seems like here.
Yeah.
Like it's more of like, yeah, I'm buying you for the service that you give me, and that's all. It's like a
Yeah.
buy and sell kind of thing.
Yeah.
More than, yeah, I'm hiring you as a human as a person to come into my house and to, you know,
Yeah.
do work at my house. But that's how it should be, right? But it's
Yeah,
not, yeah.
but it's like I'm buying that. It's like modern day slavery, essentially. Like, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but like, isn't it kind of borderline that?
Yeah, very much. Yeah, basically not. Yeah, there's no like humane aspect to it. Like not even like thinking of them as people.
Yeah, there's no like the the standard like what we would imagine how a hiring process would
yeah.
be like, like if even the most minimum wage job that we would do still have that process,
Like,
but
yeah.
that's not what is happening. Like they're literally buying IU off of like some website
Yeah.
through an agent.
Yeah.
And would you look at that? She ran away. That's what I'm saying. Like you could like isolate them, but like if they can find a way, and if they need a reason to run away, they will.
Yeah. And I mean, like, it's a very difficult situation, right? Because I know a lot of employers tend to be really worried about their domestic workers running away, and I know this is not like it's not like an absolute thing, right? Because there are good employers, and some domestic workers may not act in the best way, but generally, I mean, if we feel super constricted, if there are a lot of things like, I can't even contact my mom through my phone.
Yeah. I mean, it's a horrible like working situation.
Yeah.
Kind of like, if we hate our job, the first thing that we would think of like, oh, I'm going to quit.
Yeah.
That's essentially what the only option they have, which is to run away because
they can't simply quit. But domestic workers can't simply quit their job as domestic workers.
Yeah.
It's actually a really convoluted process, and often like the employers tend to have the bigger hand in this.
Yeah.
Like they're the ones who are able to
make the final decision.
And the contract, they are the ones who can report to our Foreign Affairs Ministry.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of like, like how some situation people would resort to like MIA because they can't quit.
Yeah,
that's
there's
essentially
nothing
what
else they can do,
what a lot of these domestic workers trying to do. Like
Yeah.
they are not allowed to quit and they can't quit. So the only other option that they can do is just to run away. Like maybe if you treat your employee, like really well, like take care of them and like give them a pretty good like work balance and whatnot. Like I don't think they would run away. And I'm speaking based on like my own personal experience too. Like I've had domestic workers growing up, and not once that my domestic worker like I'm gonna run away or like or like we found out that they were trying to run away. Like
Right.
treat them like a human being and treat them well, and they're gonna be fine because they're here to actually genuinely to work. They're not just here to like I'm just gonna come here, find a job, and then like whatever, I'm gonna like run away. Like, why would anyone do that? Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, they're here to actually want to do work, and they do want to do their job. You know, it's just that like if their living situation is bad and their employers are treating them horribly, then
Then obviously, like,
yeah, siapa je tak nak lari? Like, I would run away too. Like, my God.
yeah. How about the like overall the video? What are your feelings like? What about the ending? It wasn't really like a clear ending, right?
Yeah, I mean, the ending is kind of saying that like she didn't run away because she got caught, which is so sad. But like, I'm more like scared for her than sad, because like now, like she was already, you know, being treated horribly with like working until like midnight and whatnot. Even we don't work until midnight, you know, like.
Yeah.
People don't realize that, like, at the end of the day, domestic workers are your workers. They have a job, and if you're allowed to go home at 6 p.m., you know, like, and I get that, like, they might not stop their work at 6 p.m. because they're gonna like do the dishes for dinner or whatever, but like, not until 12 a.m. You know.
Yeah, and then having to wake up like just now. I think the clock was at like 4 a.m.
Yeah, at 4 a.m. Like.
How does when is she sleeping? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
when is she resting?
Yeah, like she's already living at her job.
Yeah.
So there's, you know, the life and work balance is already like kind of fucked up. Like, yeah lah, but yeah, I mean, my point is that like if she was already being treated like that before, now that she got caught of trying to, you know, of an attempt to run away, like I can't imagine like
What
could happen to her.
Yeah. And actually, like whether she gets caught by authorities is one thing, or if it's just the employer that catches her, how will the employer treat her from now on?
Exactly.
Even,
yeah.
Right.
I mean, I'm not saying that like if she was treated nicely, like, and she got caught running away, she would like be treated like, you know, like fine. But like I'm saying that like if she was already not respected as a human being beforehand, and then she got caught, I can't imagine like the abuse that she's gonna have to go through.
Yeah.
And like you said lah, even if she wasn't caught by her employer, then what if she was caught by the authorities? I don't think it's as simple as like, oh, you're gonna like, you know,
Yeah.
get sent back to your home country. Like, I don't think that's how it works.
Yeah. It's a long process.
Yeah,
usually.
you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just. I mean, like I said last time in the previous video, like the general public doesn't care. Like, I'm gonna say that doesn't care because I'm pretty sure they're aware that these people are human beings. You know, they look like us, they can talk like us, you know, they have culture, they're civilized, they're human beings. So I'm not gonna say that, oh, you're not aware, because that's stupid. You are aware of it. They're human beings. You know, so at this point you just don't care.
How do you think we can make people care though? Like, can we make people care, or is it just something? Yeah.
Like, I think at this point, with how long this has been going on, because I don't think this is pretty recent. Like,
Right.
you know, like even growing up, having, you know, my own domestic worker, like and then hearing stories from like different agents or like you know, my domestic workers' friends or whatever, you know, like this. Like, this treatment has been going on for a while, you know, and it doesn't seem to change as much as we want to with the amount of like awareness that we're trying to create, you know.
Right.
Like, I mean, Project Liberate alone is doing a lot of work to create awareness and, you know, spread the knowledge to the general public, let alone like other NGOs and other organizations, you know.
Right.
So I think at this point, like, the higher ups have to do something about it, you know, because if the government and the authorities are allowing it to happen, then why would the people care?
Good point. Good point.
You know what I mean? Because even if the general public, like us, right, like all of us care about it, But the authorities are like, whatever, like no one's gonna do anything about it.
Right. Yeah.
You know, because at the end of the day, like unfortunately, like humans love to have the higher, position of being in power, being
That's
in
true.
charge.
That
you
is
know,
so true.
yeah, like you can be the kindest person on earth, but if you are in charge, you will still love the position. You know, so like I said, like even if everyone in Malaysia cares, even if everyone in the world cares, but the government and the authorities doesn't care and doesn't like implement, actual laws that are going to like protect these workers and these people, then the people won't really care. Like we will, like people can still, treat like their domestic workers like, oh yeah, you are a human being. I'm gonna talk to you like a person. I'm gonna treat you properly. But like, let's say their domestic worker like attempt to run away because no matter how kind their boss is, their work-life balance, they still don't really like their job. Then the result is still going to be the employer's thing. Like I have the power here.
Yeah. True.
Because the law is with them and not with the foreign workers.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, like I think it's up to that point now, unfortunately.
Yeah, I agree. I think that's. I mean, like obviously, as the people, we should do our part.
Mm-hmm,
But I guess we also have to support the government in doing their part and like not like if they want to do implement certain policies, we also should be supporting that.
Yeah, like find out, person that is running in your area and vote for them. If they are really doing something about this issue. Like you have to care.
Yeah, everybody has to care
Yeah.
for it. Like I mean, I guess like a lot of other issues also, it doesn't work if only like a small group of people
Yeah.
care about it.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
And on top of that, like support organizations like Project Liberate,
Thank you.
And it's not just Project Liberate. There's many other, out there that like is fighting for human trafficking issues.
What did he say?
Against it, fighting.
Yeah, fighting against it, not like fighting for it. But you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like support them. Like if you have the money, like you can be their sponsors or like donate for their causes or whatever. Or like volunteer for them, work with them, like do your internship or something. Like even being an intern for this organization will do something. The impact will still be big enough that it's gonna create some change.
Yeah. Because regardless, like even if you just volunteer for events, you go to that event and you're still gonna gain knowledge about the issue somehow. Like
Yeah, and it's gonna open your mind, and when your mind is open, you're gonna start caring, and once you care, you're gonna be really passionate about it, and then you're gonna start talking about it, and then it's gonna influence everyone in your life.
Yeah.
Like I know that's what happened in my circle. When I first volunteered for Project Liberate for the very first time, and I could not shut up about it, and I'm glad I didn't. And yeah, it changed a lot of like people in my lives, like perspective on this matter.
Yeah. Yeah, what he said. Seriously.
Yeah, because when you volunteer, like you might think that, oh, I'm just volunteering at an event, but like these events are meaningful. While you're doing your job, you will hear the talk, or you can, see what's happening, the activities and the events that are happening. And from that, you will like indirectly gaining information and be more knowledgeable about it.
Yep. So I hope just like Aku, those of y'all watching also learn something from our hero video, which we will link in the description down below.
Yes, go watch it. It's
Please
3
go and
minutes.
watch it. It's 3.5 minutes. It's
Yeah.
like it's nothing.
Yeah.
And I promise it will get you hooked from like the first 10-20 seconds, because like Aku said,
No,
you
the
really,
shot is so good.
that also
It's-
like you don't know where it's going.
Yeah,
right? And
no,
you're just
I
like,
did
hang
not
on.
know where it was going. I was like, apa benda ni? I was like, the boss was like so suspicious of her. Like, why? Like I see her doing her job fine. So like, why are you so like she's up to something? Like calm down.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So yeah, please go and watch the video. It's really good, I promise. I'm not just hyping my team up, but for real, it's really good.
No.
And that being said, I'm super excited for you to watch the next video and for you guys to watch the next video as well. So, and that will be coming out actually kind of soon. So stay tuned.
Yeah, wait for it.
Yeah,
follow Project Liberate on Instagram to get that update.
Follow us on Instagram and Twitter and TikTok. We are at Project Liberate, PROJECTLIBERA. We'll also link our socials down below. So
yes,
make sure to check us out online and also like this video.
Yeah, subscribe to it too, so you can
subscribe to us. Yes,
get the notification when it comes out.
Exactly. Bye.
Bye.